Gillingham, Kent, not exactly a hotbed of paranormal activity, right? Tell that to the spirits in my old Victorian Vicarage. Built in 1888, it's seen more than its fair share of life. And maybe a bit of death, too. I moved in 5 years ago, drawn to its character and history. Little did I know I was moving in with something else, too. Something I couldn't explain. From day one, the house had a presence, an energy. Not negative, not exactly, but watchful. It sent shivers down my spine, but also sparked a curiosity deep within me. I felt like I was living in a history book, its pages rustling around me. And then things started happening. It began subtly. Lights flickered. Doors creaked open even when I knew they were latched. At first I dismissed it. Old house, right? Wires, drafts, the usual suspects. But the incidents became more frequent, more deliberate. One evening I sat reading, a lamp casting a warm glow over my chair. Suddenly the room plunged into darkness. The bulb hadn't blown. I checked. It was as if something had simply switched off the light. That's when I started to wonder, could it be something else? I wasn't afraid, not yet. More like intrigued. It was as if the house was trying to communicate, to tell me its secrets. I just needed to learn how to listen. Then came the night I woke with a start. A cold hand brushed my cheek, light as a feather, yet undeniably real. My heart pounded, but before fear could grip me, the scent of lilacs filled the air. It was sweet, cloying, and strangely comforting. Lilacs in December, it made no sense, yet there it was. My rational mind searched for explanations. A draft, a leaky pipe, a trick of the senses. But deep down I knew better. This was something different, something beyond the realm of the ordinary, and it was happening in my house. I wasn't alone in experiencing the strange happenings at the old vicarage. My mother, a staunch skeptic, became visibly uncomfortable whenever she visited. "The air feels heavy in here," she'd say, her gaze darting around nervously. Even my friend Mark, a die-hard cynic, had an experience he couldn't explain. We were in the living room when the antique grandfather clock, silent for years, suddenly chimed 3 times. Mark went white as a sheet. "Did you hear that?" he whispered, his eyes wide. "There's definitely something not right here." Section 5. The case of the wandering AirPods. Object disappearances became almost commonplace. Keys misplaced, books vanishing only to reappear in odd locations, but the incident with my AirPods case took the cake. I left it on the coffee table, went to the kitchen for a cuppa, and returned to find it gone. I searched high and low, but it was nowhere to be found. 2 days later, I found it perched on top of the bookcase, a good 6 feet off the ground. How did it get there? I lived alone, and even the most skilled climber would have struggled to reach that spot. The message was clear. I was not alone. Section 6. Living with the unexplained. Fear? Honestly, not really. Intrigued? Absolutely. It's like living with a roommate who communicates through flickering lights and misplaced AirPods. It's unnerving, sure, but also strangely exciting. It's as if the veil between the living and the not-so-living has thinned within these walls. And I'm not the only one. Millions of people report unexplained phenomena, from cold spots to disembodied voices. We crave rational explanations, but sometimes the answers lie beyond our understanding. Section 7. Seeking answers in the unknown. I've begun researching the history of the old vicarage, poring over old records, hoping to find some clue, some connection to the events unfolding around me. Who are you? I find myself whispering to the empty rooms. What do you want? The house remains tight-lipped, its secrets locked away within its aged timbers and creaking floorboards. But I haven't given up hope. I believe there's more to this world than meets the eye, and I'm determined to uncover the truth. Section 8. A tapestry of experiences. Life in this house is a tapestry woven with both the mundane and the inexplicable. 1 minute I'm making tea, the next I'm finding my slippers on top of the refrigerator. It's enough to drive a person mad, but there's a strange comfort in it too. It's a reminder that we don't know everything, that there are still mysteries to be solved and stories to be told. I've learned to embrace the unknown, to find a sense of peace in the midst of the unexplained. The old vicarage may have its secrets, but it's also my home, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Section 9. Have you felt it too? Have you ever felt a presence, unseen but undeniable? Heard a whisper when no one was there? The world is full of wonder and mystery if we only open our minds to the possibility. So is my house haunted? I'll let you be the judge. But be warned, the next time you're home alone, listen closely. You never know what you might hear.